Okay, so here we are. Next week, it's Wednesday the 11th, September, about noon. And I've been doing a lot of thinking about this irrigation system. And there's several things I don't like about it. One is the fact that these valves are back here and the pipes go through this yard all the way across and over for the cypress trees, which are in the front. Got cypress trees on this side and on the other side. So what makes the most sense, honestly, is to relocate this and actually just take, I'm gonna go to the front yard and I'm gonna install a valve up there and a clock and run the lines from there. There's no sense in having this all back here and it comes off of this clock over here on the wall. This clock right here. So it just doesn't make sense this way it is. So I'm going to keep this second line back here for the black poly. I'm going to keep it back here for our side beds here. We're going to be, planting some herbs and things like that. We right now have mint here, and that's rosemary down there. And then, of course, it runs across, and that's been fixed. Like when that leak got fixed about a month ago, it's black poly and it's only about maybe 12 inches down. But to avoid it from breaking again, I ran the thick Schedule 40 PVC pipe first, and then I ran the black poly inside that. So it's about 1.5 inches of pipe, the Schedule 40 pipe, and then I ran the black poly inside of that. So that's going to protect it extra. And then it runs along here. Of course, it goes along the wall, and for our bird of paradise, the orange over there by the palm tree, and then that cypress tree, and then of course it goes up for our garden for the raised beds, and then finally that little section over there is more garden area, and then this here as well. So which we may do something different here. We may change this out from the rose bushes, which are real pretty, but they don't do real well. They bloom and they only last for a few weeks, and then the blooms dry out because it's so hot here in Arizona. So that's what that is for here. I'm gonna go to the front. We'll take a look here and see what we got up there and kind of what my plan is. The other part of this is that I don't like the pipes being underground, because first of all you have to dig them up, dig up the ground to put the pipes, and then if you ever have a problem you got to dig them up again. Sure, they're convenient, they're out of the way, but I have a better idea, I think. Maybe you guys can give me comments on what you think. What I'm gonna do is so I've got the main water comes into the house right here, okay, and from there it comes off and goes to this water filtration system, which we can or don't have to use, but it also goes into some underground right here, and there's a irrigation control valve right there, a manual valve. I believe that's manual. And then it comes across, basically this watering comes across this area and it goes across under the wall to the back valves. Well, I want to bring it up to the front here for the cypress trees, these trees along here. Basically I'd like to take and put a control valve here, put a clock to control it, and then I'm gonna probably have the pipe come right along here, and I'm not sure how I would shield it. The only parts where I will go underground, I think, is going to be probably right here from this point over. It'll be underground, so people can walk over it. And then here I'm going to bring them up and go probably black poly pipe all the way along here, and then with drip system for the trees. The other part coming across to the other side, what I'm going to do is most likely bring the pipe across here, and then I'm going to most likely bring it up and come along here. Not sure which pipe, if I'll use PVC or black poly, but bring it along here, come around and go along the, just under the roof, you know, the eaves here, and come across. And then what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to bring a pole and bring it out basically like 3 to 4 feet, and then drop it straight down. So that way we have a way to walk. This way I don't have to dig under the driveway, your sidewalk, or any of that. And then when I drop it straight down here, I'll dig again, run black poly along here with like a drip system for these. I think that'll be a lot cleaner. You know, I'd like to get comments from what you guys think as far as running the pipe up here. It may not look aesthetically as nice, but I'm going to paint it to match the house. And I think a big plus is that if there ever does develop a leak, I'll see it, and it can be easily fixed. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm gonna start doing. So a project will begin. Y'all let me know what you think. I appreciate your input. And right now it's we're still in the 100-degree weather, but it is starting to cool a little bit. So it's going to be fun getting this project to go.